Hello, gardening friends. So you just watched me tear out the rock and the old boxwoods that didn't make it through our extreme weather this spring. So if you didn't see that video, you can go back and watch how they were lost. So I had 8 golden dreams boxwoods here, and only 2, maybe plus a little bit of another one, survived our spring weather. And so I have cleared out the rock, pulled back the fabric, and pulled out the old dead shrubs. And now we're going to be planting them with the new varieties. These are not boxwoods. I have chosen to go with the cat's pajamas nepeta, and they make this shape that I'm looking for, a little roundy moundy shape, and they are tolerant of some poorer conditions, and so hopefully they will make it through the summer and the cold winters. So I explained in the other video that this area here that you can see in the background, it gets mostly sun during the day in the summer, and it's morning shade and then sun all afternoon. And then in the winter, because of the way the sun is, it is 100% shade. And I'm wondering if that just makes a little microclimate here where it's a little bit colder. So they're getting extremes. The cold is cold and the hot is hot of the yard. So I'm thinking the nepeta might be a little bit better choice. And a little bit of information about the nepeta here. So this is the cat's pajamas nepeta. It is going to be 12 to 14 inches tall. So that's the perfect site, because I want a little bit of a hedge here, but I want to be able to step over it. There's no pathway through it or anything, so I don't want something that gets too big. This is hardying zones 3 through 8, so that should be perfect here because we are a 6-ish. And it has already bloomed, and I've cut off some of the dead blooms already so that maybe they will flush back. So I found these at the store, but I need 8, and they didn't have 8 in either side, either the 2 sizes they carry. They carried that, I don't know what size that is, not quite a gallon, and this quart sized. And so I had to buy 4 of each. I thought I would do every other one, big and little, but as you can see, the bigger ones here, I ended up trimming them way back because they had already bloomed. They had the dead blooms on them, and they were starting to look a little stressed in their containers. So I went ahead and just trimmed them back so they're ready to go. Once they get rooted in, they can flush new blooms. So I have 4 little ones and 4 big ones. The holes already have great soil. I amended it really well when I planted the boxwoods in there. So you can see it is black crumbly dirt. It looks good. I'm just going to use a little of the biotone fertilizer, and then I'm just going to top off what needs filled in with some cheap topsoil, for lack of a better word. Just regular dirt, because everything else was looking good. It already had humic put in the hole. I had put gypsum and some other fertilizers and compost, so they should have enough in there to get going. So with that, I'm going to set up the camera and you can watch me plant. All right, I have them all planted in here. They're all tucked in nice. Some of them over there in the sun. So the soil that I used, the topsoil that I used to top off the holes was really wet. You know, we had the 5.5 inches of rain here last week, so none of the stores are gonna have dry topsoil. Everything's been sitting out in pallets in the rain. So I had to use what I had. So I'm not gonna water them in. I'm gonna let that dry out a little bit. So they should be fine. I'll keep an eye on them. Now the next step is just moving the rock back into place. So I'll speed that process up for you. Okay, got her all done. The rock's all tucked in. We have the half and half here in the shade and half in the sun. So one thing I did do was I considered that maybe the boxwoods were getting too much water from the drip, so I pulled the drip line away from them, and the sprinklers overspray from the lawn. Like it's not landing in the rocks, but the wind blows it into the rocks, into the plants. So I'm going to try that for a while, just letting it get watered with the sprinklers and monitor that. And if I have to put drip back in, so I'd be it. But right now we have our 8 nepidas all here. There's one in the shade down here you can't see. And they're going to look great. It's going to be perfect for this spot. Now the other thing, let me get you turned around here. I get myself in the shade here where you can see me. The area we worked in is right behind me there. So the other thing I considered is my dog. You've seen him in the videos walking through. He kicks his ball around and it gets in these flower beds a lot. And so depending on how hard he kicks, if he's gonna unplant them or break the stems off, we'll see if it can take his abuse that he provides there. That's why I wanted something like boxwood that had a little sturdier stem, because it could take the ball rolling into it, but maybe better. So we'll see how that does, and we'll, fingers crossed, get it through the winter and through spring, because that seems to be where the problem started this year. Just get the little picture behind me there. You know, as it being a rock garden or rock landscape area, it's not supposed to be, you know, new plants every year. I do want a permanent installation here, so I need to find something that works, and I'm tired of moving the rocks and the fabric and digging in that mess. It's much easier to dig where it's just mulch. So I want to find something that works good and leave it there and just have it for the lifetime, and hopefully third time's a charm and this works. So that's all I have for today. Thank you for watching.